This is Intern Views, the series where I talk to folks I've never met in real life about wine and theater. Today's guest is Leigh McClymont. First of all, I just can't believe that we're actually talking because I've sat in so many Zoom rooms with you for
I
so
know.
long, and we would sort of see each other and then
Yeah,
not speak.
do this
Yeah,
and then turn off our video.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been stage managing at Shaw?
This would be my 12th season. I don't know if we're counting this one. Does it count?
Oh, you've frozen now for me.
Oh, no, have I?
Yeah, can
Oh, no.
you can still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Oh, there we go. Now you're back.
Oh, good.
And so, what keeps you coming back each year?
I mean, it's the dream gig, really. It actually is. It's the job I wanted when I was in school. And then I got it. And I think, I'd be a fool to leave. The work is always interesting. I get some sort of say in what I'm doing. I get to have a conversation every year about what I'm interested in working on, and the caliber of performer that comes here is just outstanding, and designers and directors. It doesn't get a lot better than this.
Can you just talk a little bit about what an ASM does, just for for our folks at home?
Yeah, totally. It's a difficult question to answer concisely, but essentially, anything that has to be anywhere, people, props, costumes, we track it and we make sure it's there when it's supposed to be there. Yeah, that's the really condensed version.
Yeah.
Uh, we just make sure everyone and everything is where it's supposed to be when it's supposed to be there.
Well, and it's probably, you're used to spending most of your summer in dark, windowless rooms.
Yep,
But
totally. Dressed in black.
how do you deal with doing, 8 shows a week and keeping up that kind of spirit of excitement around something when it, is July and you've done it a bunch by then?
Yeah. If you have a show where you're getting big audiences and they're engaged all the time, and it's really exciting, then it's not work, it's just fun all the time. And then there are the shows that obviously doesn't happen for sometimes. And those are the ones that are considerably more work to stay engaged. But I think it sort of goes through sort of periods where the show changes quite dramatically for a little bit, and then it'll level back out. And I mean, basically backstage, I think I do a lot of role of therapy dog, you know, like
We had this obsession with sort of putting theaters in small towns, seemingly, and
yes,
there's something so interesting about the drama, like the actual drama of being an artist working on stage, and to have that sort of all of this emotional stuff that you're dealing with and putting on a show that it requires all that emotional stuff while also being in somewhere that's selling a lot of jam.
yeah, fudge, just fudge everywhere.
Yeah.
Much to my dismay, to my teenage self, turns out I'm a small town person and not a city girl. So
Right. Yeah, well, and I see that occasionally I've seen a little dog walking back
yeah.
or around.
That's Emmett. He's my little dog. I got him at the end of my first season when I knew I was coming back. I got him as a puppy, and now he's an old man. Okay,
So well timed, Emmett.
right? He knows his cues. Hold on, there he is.
Here we are for the rapid fire.
Okay. I suddenly feel a little nervous.
Good. I want a little bit of that. Just this much.
Like,
Okay. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
oh my God. I would probably be baking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up. What are your baking specialties?
Cakes. I make really nice cakes and pies.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the hard things. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
White or red?
Red.
Okay, because you live in Niagara, I feel that it's important to really like dissect this. Do you have a favorite winery nearby?
Yeah, Trius is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something like obscure that's like in the woods or something, and I would have to. So let's go deeper then. Like, what kinds of reds are you a fan of, particularly in Trieste?
Trius makes a beautiful Cab Franc,
Okay.
which is just like spectacular.
I feel like now we need to like call Trieste for a sponsorship for this interview. What is a dream project that you'd like to work on, either at Shaw or elsewhere?
Ooh, geez, that's a tough one.
This is really
Oh.
just like I'm compiling a list for TC. I'm just gonna say.
I'm really interested in what we do, the classics, but with sort of a modern lens, is how do we take these stories that we love, but are problematic in ways towards all kinds of things, women, black people, LGBTQ plus people, like it's all, there's problematic things in pretty much every play we do. And so how do we still tell these stories that underneath the story is good, but give them a new lens for a modern day audience where we say, this is bad though, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm interested in.
Great. That's it. That's the end of this. There's.
We didn't talk about my shirt. I picked it specifically.
Well, let's talk about your shirt then. Tell me
Can
about
you
it.
see what it says?
Chaos coordinator.
I thought it was appropriate to my job.
Thank you so much for this. It's so
Thanks.
great to actually talk to you, and I
I
can't
know,
wait until we can do it in 3 dimensions.
right? That was super fun.